The real deal is finally here, Doom Slayers. Time to list the Chaingunner, aka the Commando variants from the complex clusterfuck mod, with 26 different variants in total. The link to Dust's video that has an official download link is in the description. While I'll list the enemies, they will be tested in the standard ultra violence difficulty, and for each enemy I will display the name, spawn code, hit points, difficulty grade, spawn rate, speed, item drops, and if they have a special soundtrack, I will show both the names of the soundtrack and the author. Since these are zombie variants, most to all zombies will drop grenades, mines, spring mines, and ammo satchels. So with that, let's just start. First up is the Assault Rifle Zombie. They have a red outfit and gray hair. They have the standard zombie sounds with the standard speed. The most common and least difficult variant. They have 60 hit points. They have two different ways of attacking. If you are at a far range, they can repeatedly do 3 burst shots until stunned, killed, or out of sight. If you are at a closer range, it will continuously do a slightly less accurate, full automatic shots until stunned, killed, or out of sight. Yes, they do not have a reloading mechanic. Their difficulty is the lowest F- grade, although they go above the F- pistol and shotgun variants. As a group, they cannot infight. Even though you can kill a whole bunch of them with an explosive quickly. They can drop the assault rifle and the rank 1 healing items, which are the health flasks and the armor bonuses, which give 5 hit points. Next up is the Chaingun Zombie. They are bald, have red gear, and appear to be more bulky than normal. They have the same speed and sounds as the regular zombies. They are the second most common and they have 70 hit points. When they attack, they continuously fire until stunned, killed, or out of sight. They pose a big threat when they are in a group and they cannot infight. But they can still have a whole chunk of them killed with an explosive. Unlike the Assault Rifle Zombie, they do not drop a weapon, but rather the ammunition bullets and the rank 1 healing items. The Minigun Zombie. They have the same physique as the Assault Rifle Zombie, except with brown hair. They have the standard speed, but make the strong zombie sounds. They have 90 hit points. It takes at least more than 1 shotgun shot to kill it. They are the third most common variant, and they have a higher difficulty than the last two because of their health and their fire rate, making them have the same F neutral grade as the quad shotgun zombie because of how effective they are at a range rather than just close up. They have the same attack as the Chaingunner, only with a higher fire rate, making them more dangerous. They can actually be a deadly threat if there are multiple at a time, although a bunch of them can be destroyed with a grenade. And like most variants, they cannot fight each other. They can drop the minigun as well as bullets, bullet box, and the level 2 healing items, which are the portable stim packs and the armor boosters, which give 15 hit points. The Explosive Minigunner. Now there are 2 versions here and they function the same way. They just have different appearances. One has a medium gray outfit with dark hair with the spawn code Explosive Minigunner, while the other has a darker gray outfit with a marine helmet with the spawn code E Minigunner. They both have the strong zombie sounds, standard speed, and have 150 hit points. They attack the same way as a regular minigunner. Although their attack is projectile based and has a spread, that doesn't make them less hard because their health and danger they can do, and their projectiles are actually fast and have a splash damage, which gives them their F+ grade. They are the fourth common variant since there are two versions of them. Like most enemies, they cannot fight each other even with the two different versions of them. If there is an army of them, you can still destroy a good bunch of them with a grenade. On death they can drop bullets, bullet box, an explosive minigun, rank 2 healing items, and rank 3 healing items, which include the portable medkit and armor plate, which give 25 hit points. The Spec Ops Machinegun Zombie. Like the other Spec Ops, they have black gear and a black helmet with red tint holding a machine gun. They have the standard slow speed with the Quake 4 tactical stroke sounds. They are uncommon and have 150 health. This type of Spec Ops functions similar to the other Spec Ops zombies but more stubborn. It has a stationary attack mode like a Spec Ops railgunner, as they will continuously stand still regardless if you are in sight or not, while you are at a distance. They will continuously do single semi-automatic shots at a range, and they will go fully automatic when you are up close. No matter how much you try to shoot at them, they will stand still until they die. The only way to get them to move is if you move up close to them, and hopefully you can run out of sight before it drains your life before it starts moving again. Which gives them their F+ difficulty grade. Also like the shotgun Spec Ops zombie is that they have a stealth element by moving silently while moving towards their target until it sees it. Like most zombies, they have friendly fire turned off, yet you can still kill some with an explosive. When killed, they can drop bullets, the assault rifle, and rank 2 healing pickups. The Demonic Zombie. They have red gear with their skull open, and they have sharp spikes protruding out of their shoulders and elbows. They are uncommon and make strong zombie sounds with a slow speed. They have 200 health. They have 2 different attacks, both of which are dangerous. Its main attack is a spread of 3 demonic meteor projectiles which can do great damage, or its alternate attack which shoots out 2 homing projectiles which are almost as fast as rockets, and they have a short splash damage. Getting hit in point blank can kill you very easily. Since their projectile attack is not as fast, that gives them their F+ difficulty grade rather than E- grade. In a group, you guessed it, they cannot fight each other, yet some can still get destroyed with an explosive. On death they drop Demon Tech charges and Demon Tech packs, as well as a chance to drop their weapon, the Behemoth Cannon, and rank 3 healing items. The Toxic Zombie. It has the same physical shape as the Demonic Zombie, except now it has grey skin with green armor. They have the same sounds, speed, and spawn rate as the previous zombie. Unlike the last zombie, this time it has 450 health, yet its attacks are different. While it retains its 3 spread shots, it can also do a volley of straight shots, and it can also do a short-range toxic gas attack. When its projectiles explode or hit anything, they also leave temporary particles of toxic gas clouds that you need to avoid or you will take damage. Toxic gas clouds also spread when the toxic zombie is killed, although none of the damage it throws does any actual poison damage. The toxic zombie's great amount of health can make it survive more than a single grenade, and they cannot infight. The simple thing to do is to circle around them if you can, while shooting at them. They have a chance of dropping their weapon, the Barbatos cannon, also the Demon Tech Pack, rank 1 health drops, and rank 3 healing items. This is the Freezer Zombie, and originally one of my most annoying standard enemies, and the first E- grade on the list. It has blue armor with an iron helmet. They are uncommon, have slow speed, but have robotic, down-pitched zombie sounds. It has 215 health, and it has 2 different attacks. Its main attack is when its target is at a distance. It will shoot frost shards, which deal a whole lot of damage, especially if you get hit by multiple of them. First blood. When up close, they use their deadly short-range rapid freeze cloud blast attack, both of which can kill you by freezing. First blood. You can still kill it with a single explosive. They have friendly fire turned off. On death, they drop backpacks, plasma packs, the freezer rifle, and the rank 3 healing items. This is the Repeater Zombie. They are bald with gray skin and black gear with a heavy weapon, obviously uncommon. They make the standard zombie sounds and they have 200 health. When they attack, they have about a second to charge up their weapon before firing the rapid spread of plasma projectiles, which is not recommended to fight at close ranges because you will get a whole lot of your health drained or get killed easily, which gives it its E- grade. Stay away while trying to kill it. While it has 200 health, you can still kill it with a grenade. Since it is uncommon, you will not likely see more than one at a time, but if you do, this is the first one on this list that can finally attack others like it. When killed, they have the chance to drop their weapon, the Plasma Repeater, as well as plasma packs, rank 1 health items, and rank 3 healing items. The BFG 9000 Zombie. They have red gear and the similar bulky appearance as the original Chaingun Zombie. They are uncommon with 110 hit points and have the strong zombie sounds. Their attack is the BFG 9000 Blast, which is kind of confusing to explain, but to avoid getting damaged by the projectile, you not only have to dodge it, but also look at the projectile when it hits something, or be out of sight when it does. If you don't look at the blast, even if you dodge it, it can deal a lot of damage. It also has somewhat of a blast radius, so do not get close to it. So always be careful of it, and this gives it its F+ grade. This is the second one that can damage and kill others like it because of the BFG blast, even if it is very far away. You can actually kill them easily with an explosive. They can drop plasma packs and rank 3 healing items, but unfortunately they do not drop their weapon. Time for some noise. The BFG 15K Major. They have black gear, have no jaw, and appear to have gray light brown hair. They can be heard from their loud droning hissing of their weapon. They are uncommon, standard speed with the strong zombie sounds, and have 460 hit points, which is the highest so far on this list after the Toxic Zombie. Obviously, you should avoid their volley of 4 powerful fast shots that they can fire in about a second, or they can kill you in a few explosive hits. They can take many shotgun shots to take down, and you must be far away with dodging projectiles to avoid getting hit. Its great health can make it survive more than one explosive, which gives it its E- grade. It's rare to see more than one of these at a time, but if they are, they can fight each other. On death, they can drop a backpack, plasma packs, rank 3 healing items. They can also have a chance to drop their weapon, the BFG 15K. If you thought the 15K shots were fast, wait until you see this, the BFG 10K General, also known as the BFG 10,000 General. They have a similar appearance to the classic DooM Marines, with green armor and a marine helmet. They also emit similar sounds to the previous zombie as well as the strong zombie sounds and same speed. They are very uncommon and have 230 health. While they have less health, their attack is more dangerous, not just because it does more damage, but also the fire rate and the projectile speed are way higher than the last zombie, and the attack gives it the E neutral grade. Seeing their projectiles go by is almost like lightning. This time you have to be immediately behind something before it fires, or be much further than what you need for the BFG 15K Zombie. Just be quick to kill them with a grenade before it fires. Rare to find more than one at a time, but when you do, this time they have friendly fire turned off. If they die, they can drop backpacks, plasma packs, rank 3 healing items, and a chance to drop the BFG 10K or BFG 10,000. This zombie has a deadly beast of a weapon. If you thought the BFG 10K zombie was bad, wait until you see this. The Corrupted General. This time the sound they emit is actually unique compared to the last ones, and they have darker skin, royal blue armor with a marine helmet. They have strong zombie sounds, standard movement speed, have 350 health, and they are a rare spawn. While it takes a little longer for them to charge up their weapon before they fire, it is not recommended to mess around not looking for cover. You need to move. If you have 200 health and armor, it can overkill you in a couple of hits. If you encounter one which is very easy to hear close up, unless if it spawns near you, immediately find cover. Have a powerful weapon ready. At least 2 super shotgun shots can kill it. All of this gives it the D- grade. It's very rare to have more than one, but if there is, they can kill each other. They can drop D-cells, backpacks, rank 3 healing items, and if you are very lucky, they can drop the DBFG, which is a very powerful weapon which uses unique D-cell ammunition. This zombie just won't hold still. It automatically floats upwards. This is the Jetpack Zombie, not to be confused with the Insane Zombie, which also has a jetpack, but instead this time it discharges purple energy and emits a different generator-like sound. Since they use a jetpack, their movement speed is much faster than normal. They have the DooM 3 Commando Zombie sounds. They are uncommon and have 200 health. They can fire rapid-fire volley of dual mini rockets, with some that home in, dual fusion plasma shots, dual railguns, and dual assault shotgun shots. They can also temporarily activate a shield aura, which can reduce the amount of damage it takes. But most of their attacks can easily be dodged and don't do much damage, which gives it an E- grade. It is rare to see it in a group, but also even more rare to make it attack each other. The only way to get them to do that is to get them to damage each other with its railguns. If you don't overkill them, they can spawn in a pro shotgunner as the guise of its alternate form. Regardless how you kill them, they can drop bullet box, shell box, rank 1 health, rank 2 health, rank 3 healing items, rank 4 health, which are the portable medical cells, which can give 25 hit points over 200, and they can also drop the shield sphere, which does not do the same as invulnerability. Time for something bigger, the former Admiral. It is bulky with dark skin, black gear, and a unique helmet. They make the Chaos Marine sounds, move faster than normal zombies, uncommon, and have 500 health.
Fresh metal!
They have 2 different explosive weapons. It can fire rockets and explosive minigun shots. It can also fire its explosive minigun while moving and jumping around. Its special attack is deploying its own beacon that can spawn 3 of any Spec Ops zombies. This being solo gives it the E+ difficulty grade. Even if it wasn't solo, they cannot attack others like it. Death, it can drop the explosive minigun, bullets, bullet box, a friendly marine beacon, and rank 3 healing items. The Cyber Brute. Like the former Admiral, it is like a mini-boss. It has grey muscular skin with cyborg parts, black pants, and a special helmet. It is a rare spawn, has medium speed, makes robotic strong zombie sounds, and has the most health out of the non-boss commando variants, being 1000 hit points. Twice as much as the former Admiral. It can fire mini rockets, a railgun at long ranges, a machine gun at short ranges, and fusion plasma shots. While not as fast as the former Admiral, its health puts it at the same difficulty grade. The only way it can damage others like it is if it uses the railgun, which is extremely unlikely to happen. When it is killed, its drops can include the rocket launcher, plasma cells, armor essence, rank 1 healing items, rank 4 health, and a rage syringe, which is a strong version of the Berserk pack. Now for the insane variant, the Insane Chaingunner. Looks similar to the original Chaingun Commando with red gear, but this time it has gray skin and dual explosive miniguns. Since they are an insane variant, they are a rare spawn. They have standard speed, make the strong zombie sounds, and have 350 hit points. Battling this thing toe-to-toe without a weapon that can kill it in one hit is a mistake, because even with 250 health and armor, it can kill you easily. Constantly getting to corners if you have weaker weapons or get very far away. Even though it has 350 health, its weapons make it an E+ difficulty grade. Rare to see more than one, but this is another variant that can fight others like it. They can drop an explosive minigun and multiple amounts of rank 2 armor and rank 3 health pickups. Time to show everyone's favorite commando variant and the first boss variant on this list. This is General Roasterock, aka
General Rocket Stalker.
Gray skin, dark brown gear, soldier helmet, and a general's cap, with missile launchers mounted on the right shoulder and left leg. Like most boss enemies, he has unique 2D sounds, he has the most health out of all the variants with 3,000 health points, and since he is a boss, he is a rare spawn, and he has his own soundtrack as well as the rest of the list. Since he has all those different weapons on him, he has many different attacks. I will go from the least to most dangerous. First are the different types of rockets he may fire, some of which are indicated by the rocket loading sound. Some regular non-homing rockets, then some revolving homing rockets, a volley of 3 micro rockets which can do more damage, if you are at a close range, he can fire grenades, or do his rapid-fire shotgun shots. He also has a damaging minigun which you can barely evade at a range. He can fire Demon Tech BFG shots. He can also do it when he jumps high up into the air. And his top 3 most dangerous attacks are the Demon Tech Devastator, which I already explained how many different deadly projectiles it fires, especially the homing ones. Rapid fire homing cannon shots. And a pyro cannon shot which has a large blast radius and does a cluster of smaller bouncing pyro blasts. Oh, and he's immune to legendary weapons and pyro element attacks. He can shift his speed between slow and fast. He can also quick strafe around even during combat. All this adds to his B+ difficulty grade. He has many weapon drops. He can drop the rocket launcher, grenade launcher, BFG 10K, Demon Tech BFG, Demon Tech Devastator, and the pyro cannon. He can also drop a backpack, rank 1 and 3 armor, rank 3 health, marine beacon, amp goggles, and his special drops include Power Skull and Invulnerability Chalice. His legendary drops include the Random Sphere and the Legendary Rune. Time for legendaries. First, the Stealth Troopers. The Legendary Stealth Trooper. It wears a gold cloak with sky blue spots with a gold aura and gold light. Since it is a legendary, they are a rare spawn with its own sounds. While it is the easiest legendary on the list with a C grade, it is still dangerous. It has 1100 health, and they move fast. Since they have a legendary weapon, it is best to avoid it at close ranges, and when it is, try to use explosives around corners, since mines and grenades can be very effective if you don't have good weapons. Another thing that makes it difficult is that it is a stealth trooper, which means it can become near invisible to the point that it may show its aura even less. Like other boss variants, they can move and jump around during combat. All legendaries cannot be harmed by legendary weapons. Also, sometimes when it takes damage, it can temporarily deploy an invulnerability shield, which you have to wait until it goes away before you can attack again. They can actually throw two different grenades, both of which you need to avoid. They can toss regular grenades and also legendary grenades, which has a larger blast radius. He can drop rank 3 healing items, a backpack, his main weapon, the legendary light machine gun, legendary bullets, and clip box. The other legendary drops are one of the 3 legendary runes, legendary armor, legendary power shard, and ammo sphere. Oh, and like all legendary zombies, they have a chance of spawning a legendary soul depending which legendary level of zombie you are facing. Time for the Enraged Legendary Stealth Trooper. They have a gold cloak, but this time they have red spots, red aura, and red light. Their voice sounds are much deeper, and they have 1350 health. Essentially, the Enraged Legendary Stealth Trooper does everything that the previous Stealth Trooper does, but it can do much more. Its fire rate is faster, it can aim with a laser sight to try to do more accurate shots, and one of the special abilities it can do, when it makes an angered noise, it can deploy 3 enraged legendary turrets, which you need to take down. While they are stationary, they can actually cause trouble if you are trying to go around the Enraged Stealth Trooper if it deploys them around areas you need to go through. Again, while the Stealth Trooper is cloaked, try to look very close at its aura and light to try to better see where it is. This puts them at a B grade. It also has an occasional point where it can be left open as it has a reloading animation before it attacks again. He can drop almost everything that the Legendary Stealth Trooper can drop, except this time he can drop Legendary Life and Armor Orbs, which are common for Enraged variants, the Legendary Random Sphere, Enraged Legendary Armor, and the Enraged Legendary Light Machine Gun. The Nemesis Stealth Trooper. This time the hood completely hides the face in shadow, showing only the light of the eyes. Dark gold with black spots, it darkens the light around it and emits a black aura. Nemesis enemies are the rarest variants on the list. It has 1,600 health. Since it is a Nemesis, not only is this thing going to be much faster than the previous two variants, but it can also teleport. Not only are Nemesis enemies immune to legendary weapons, but also Nemesis weapons as well. The Nemesis Stealth Trooper has many dangerous Nemesis weapons stronger than the legendary variants. While he doesn't have a Nemesis machine gun, he does have other weapons like the Nemesis Plasmatic Rifle, the Nemesis Sawed-Off Shotgun, and when he uses his laser, he can do sniper shots. He can also shoot gore darts. He can also throw Nemesis grenades and spring mines, which do more damage than the legendary variants. Again, their near invisibility makes them tricky to see unless you can keep track of its aura, which can be red sometimes. This gives him an A neutral difficulty grade. This time the Nemesis variants in this list do not have any vexed versions. On death, not counting the Nemesis soul spawns, its two different ways of dropping items are either just the regular drops, or a cluster of Nemesis armor shards and life orbs. They drop different weapons than the last two legendaries. There is no Nemesis light machine gun, but instead, a Nemesis sawed-off shotgun, Nemesis plasmatic rifle, Nemesis shells, and shell box. It also drops the Nemesis energy cell and cell pack. And they can also drop all of the other legendary items that the previous two legendary enemies have, as well as the Enraged legendary power shard. The Legendary Commando, bulky with dark skin, gold armor, gold aura, and gold light. The other legendary variant, as opposed to the Stealth Trooper. Rare, original 2D sounds, and it has 1,150 health. Like all legendaries, he is fast, and he can move during combat with powerful attacks. His main attack are the bouncing and homing plasmatic spheres, which are the most annoying and could kill you in a few hits, which forces the player to always find cover and go around a corner. The plasmatic spheres can only bounce at most a few times before it explodes, depending on how far they go. Stay right next to a wall or something, and immediately get into cover to make the bouncing projectiles hit them. Its weakest but nonetheless strong attack is the legendary plasma projectiles that go straight, and also an explosive plasma projectile. It can also fire gravity-less, fast grenades. Like other main legendary zombies, it can temporarily deploy an invulnerability shield. All this, as well as its health, puts its difficulty way above the legendary Stealth Trooper at a difficulty grade of A neutral. He can drop the backpack, legendary plasmatic cannon, legendary plasmatic cell and cell pack, legendary ammo sphere, legendary random sphere, legendary armor, legendary power shard, and one of the 3 legendary runes. The Enraged Legendary Commando. He almost has the same appearance as the previous Commando, but this time with red spots, red aura, and a red light. Very rare with its own sounds, and it has 1,400 health. As Since it is an upgrade of the Legendary Commando, its stats are also increased. He can fire faster and do more damage. The plasma shots can now home in on its target. He can now fire enraged rockets, and when he makes an enraged noise, he could plant proximity mines which the player can damage, but the Enraged Commando can also manually detonate them, which it can rarely do if you're around them. But its most deadly attack is also heard with the Enraged Roar. He can charge up a super enraged plasmatic blast that can spread and fire multiple numerous enraged plasmatic cannon projectiles. And when he is about to do that, you need to get into another room and just hide from him. The vantage points shown to battle these legendary commandos just prove how much of a pain these guys are, putting him at an A+ difficulty. They drop almost everything that the Legendary Commando drops, but instead they dropped an Enraged Legendary Plasmatic Cannon, Enraged Cell and Cell Box, Enraged Legendary Armor, and Legendary Life and Armor Orbs. The Nemesis Commando. This is the most dangerous commando variant, and all of the zombie variants. Gold with black aura and darkening light. They have the third most health, which is 1,800. It has deeper robotic voice sounds. They are much faster than their predecessor, and also, like other Nemesis zombies, they can teleport at a wide distance. Their main attack is more deadly, and it packs way more dangerous attacks than the last. They can shoot lasers, and like the Enraged Commando, it can fire an Ion Storm, which is a blast when it hits something, it blows up into a cluster of other bouncing and homing Nemesis plasmatic cannon projectiles. It can also fire a large, deadly, area-affecting, damaging blast, which is like a BFG explosion. They can also do their own BFG 10K shots. When those plasmatic cannon projectiles fire, stay away and wait for their lifetime to die out before coming out of cover to attack. Also, for Nemesis enemies, it is recommended to have at least the main legendary rune or powerful Nemesis killer weapons like the Acid Worm, Demon Tech Railgun, the Explosive Super Shotgun, or the Hellstorm Cannon. They can drop almost the same items as the Legendary and Enraged Commando, but they can also drop the Nemesis Armor Sphere, Nemesis Armor Essence, Nemesis Life Orbs, Enraged Legendary Power Shard, Nemesis Energy Cell and Cell Pack, and the Nemesis Plasmatic Cannon. And last, but definitely not least, the legendary Doomguy. fully yellow with blue tints and details, gold aura and gold light. He has the brutal Doomguy sounds, and he has the second highest health in the Commando variants at 2,000 hit points, and he is very rare.
Smash! Time to smash!
Like all legendaries, he can move fast. He has a special temporary shield that he can activate more frequent than other legendary variants. Not only does it make him invulnerable, but also reflect projectile attacks. He has nearly more than all of the legendary weapons. The legendary assault shotgun, legendary AK-47, legendary plasmatic rifle, plasmatic cannon, his own legendary plasma rifle and railgun, and his most powerful attack, the legendary BFG. While he is charging up his BFG, he is invulnerable, so the only option it gives the player is to get into cover. When his health reaches below 40%, he taunts you.
You want a piece of me? Fuck yourself!
If he kills you, he also taunts you. His large health bar and arsenal give him the difficulty grade of A+. By the way, every time you kill the legendary Doomguy, they will always spawn the legendary hero soul. But again, I will not cover this until I get to the Lost Souls. The legendary Doomguy can drop many different weapons. The legendary AK-47, legendary assault shotgun, legendary super shotgun, legendary plasmatic rifle, legendary plasmatic cannon, legendary railgun, and the legendary BFG. Their other items include the regeneration ring, legendary ammo sphere, legendary random sphere, legendary armor, the legendary power shard, and the legendary rune. And that is finally it for the Commando variants for the Complex Clusterfuck mod. I know I missed the legendary Suicide Bomber, but since they also spawn in the demons and the other two versions are not here, I will list them when I get to the demons. My next list I will have to cover will be the Imp variants in the later future. So to all of you mighty Doom Slayers, have a great life.